One calendar year has passed since the beginning of COVID-19, and it's wreaking havoc on all of our lives. Now, 1 year later, if you're interested in knowing what that impact is on Roselle's housing market, well, stay tuned. I'm going to explain it to you right after this. Hi, my name is Camille Haynes, and I'm a local real estate agent in the Roselle area. Before we get into the impact of COVID-19 on the housing market, I'm going to ask you to do two quick things for me. Number one, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm looking forward to continuing to give you a lot of great information, content, and resources about the area and the real estate market. And number two, if you do have your phone out, please make sure you go to Instagram, find me. I am at MyRealtor Camille, and become a follower. You get to see me a little bit behind the scenes, which is, it's all good, huh? Well, let's get into it. Let's set up the stage of what happened a year ago and how it leads to what's happening today. 1 year ago, back on March 9th, 2020, Governor Murphy signed his first executive order issuing out a state of emergency as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. It was around that time that chaos ensued. I'm not sure if you remember when they stopped the basketball games right before tip-off, back on March 11th, 2020. Tom Hanks announced he had COVID. It was just like craziness around here. And now the dust is starting to settle 1 year later. Schools are opening back up, businesses and restaurants and industries are just starting to open back up, and it's a great thing. It's about time. But let's talk about, in particular, the impact of what's happened 1 year ago has on the housing market in Roselle. Now, usually whenever I do these, monthly videos, I do my big three takeaways. This month and next month in particular, because these are the first 2 months that really have a COVID factor that has attached to the monthly calendars, I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm just going to talk off the cuff of my head, and really just go over some of the basic numbers about, like I said, the impact of COVID-19 to the housing market in Roselle for comparing March 2020 to March 2021. So the first interesting thing for me is actually the number of new homes entering the market year over year. In March 2020, there were only 19 homes available for sale in the month in Roselle. In 2021, that number has actually doubled. So now there are actually 38 homes, new homes that have entered the market that are available for sale in Roselle. So it's nice to see that there's starting to be a little bit of a turnaround of the number of homes entering the market. Unfortunately, it still hasn't closed the gap for the overall number of homes available for sale in the month in town. In March 2020, 76 homes were available for sale. It's down over 50% this year. We're still looking at around 37, a total of only 37 homes that are available for sale. So now when we talk about the lack of supply, and of course there's still a high demand of buyers that are looking to purchase in the area, there's going to be an impact on one thing, and that is the value of homes is skyrocketing in town. So a couple of important numbers. Number one is that the average sales price of homes in town has skyrocketed. We're talking about the average sales price is up, if you're ready for this, drum roll, $85,000 from March 2020 to March 2021. Over 30% in 1 year. It's incredible. incredible. Just the amount of the value, how much homes are, you know, going up in town. And to really further go into that, I just want to go over something I have in my hands here. We're talking about every home that has successfully closed in Roselle in the month of February and March up to today when I recorded this video, which is early May. But every single home, and we're talking about 15 homes that have successfully closed, every single one has sold above asking, with the exception of two. One that sold at asking, and another one that was a condo that sold $2,000 underneath its list price. But otherwise, if you are trying to buy in Roselle, be prepared. If you're going to go in at asking, don't even waste your time. Like, seriously, don't even waste your time. You have to go above asking to get these homes in town right now. And I'll give you some examples of how crazy it's getting. Example number one, 1028 Sheridan Avenue was on the market for $229,000, sold for $260,000. The big one, 512 West 3rd Avenue was on the market for $299,000, sold for $350,000. We have other ones here that have sold $25,000. You know, another one here that I'm looking at, 612 Pine Street was on the market for around $450,000, sold for $500,000. Roselle, I mean, if you put your house on the market, I mean, I think it's important for if you're a home seller, if you put your house on the market, make sure the house is in tip-top shape, nice and pristine, looks like it comes out of a Crate and Barrel or a Pottery Barn catalog. Because if you go ahead and take the steps beforehand, then you will reap the benefits on the back end. The big thing for me, if I also noticed with the statistics, was the days on market was up actually quite a bit from a year ago, and I was trying to figure out why. I think it is, like I was just stating, it's important if you're a home seller, you're seriously thinking about selling your home in town now or in the near future, as much as you hear the noise about, oh, put your home on the market, you'll get 20 offers, it's going to go in 2 seconds and everything else. The average days on the market is over 2 months in March 2021. And there's a reason why. It's because as much as you hear the noise, you still have to put some effort in to making sure your home moves quickly. It's just like a car. You know, you don't want to just sell your car junky, dirty, everything else. You got to clean it up. Take it for a car wash, get the oil change, and put some new tires on there if you need to. You know, get it detailed. It's the same thing with your house. If you do that, you can get your number. You can max it out. But you have to go ahead and put some effort into it beforehand. So that's my big takeaway with all of this, is that, you know, the market is phenomenal in Roselle as long as there is some effort on behalf of the home sellers that are selling in town to, you know, just make sure everything is ready to go prior to placing it on the market. So if you are interested in speaking to a real estate agent if you're thinking about selling your home and just want to bounce some ideas off of me, I am here. I'm happy to help you out. Just want to, you know, like I said, get an idea of what your home value is, what you need to do to have a successful sale. Just reach out to me. My information is within the bottom of this video. Also, it's going to be at the end of the video too. So otherwise, I hope you have a great week. Take care, and I look forward to continuing this conversation into April, because April will be the first full calendar month of a COVID factor with it. So let's keep this conversation going, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, take care.